Gentlemen, very good afternoon to you and welcome to another day when we go through the stock market to look for opportunities to grow our wealth. Thank you very much for joining from wherever you are. I really celebrate and appreciate you for your efforts at keeping pace with looking after your investments, growing your money, and by all means making it simple and staying true to the plan. Wherever you are streaming from, this is me congratulating you for all your efforts so far. You've been doing amazing, and in the end we shall indeed experience a wonderful time together, hopefully. Thank you so very much everyone for joining. This is another time when we go through the Nigerian markets to look for these opportunities we have always desired. Wherever you are streaming from, you know how we do it. Like, share, and make sure your on-screen actions are helping to grow our followership, and of course helping many others to join. By your screen actions, a lot more people who are not a part of this but perhaps on any of the social media platforms may just stumble in and be a part of what we're doing. So many others have been a part of us by reason of these screen actions, and we will not stop at it. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you to today's live stream. Hopefully it gets better. There was a bit of a mix-up with the connection from Instagram, but I think now that must have been cleared, and hopefully we go on live. Also, YouTube should be coming on. Twitter should be coming on, and also Facebook should be coming on. So let's get your feedbacks and have a fantastic time today. Thank you very much for joining from wherever you are. It's been a pleasure doing this with you, and hopefully we can continue to grow better. You know how we do it. Today is Friday, the bargain day, and so we provide enough time to enable you call in. And so today's session by 12:45, the lines will be open on TikTok to take your calls. Before then, I'll be taking your comments, and then we will proceed from there. After I must have dealt with review of what happened yesterday in the capital markets. A whole lot is going on. If you are very, very observant, you will see where the money is flowing, and there's this saying in the stock market, follow the money. That's because that's where you will get volatility and eventually make your money from the markets. And so I'd like to also introduce our in-house moderators, talking about Maobi, Benita, Gratitude Boss, Luke. Not all of them may come on live, perhaps because they are engaged with work, but they will always be on the comments to continue to help with answers to some of your questions. Thank you so very much for keeping faith. We are doing this again. Around this time, some people joined us. So some people have clocked a year in this community, and I would like to celebrate all of you because so many of you joined towards the last quarter of last year, even though I've been doing this for several years now. And so I want to celebrate you for keeping faith, and I'm sure you are much better than you began. Maybe we'll revisit this particular subject, but ladies and gentlemen, most of all, for all of you who have been a part of this in all platforms, I welcome you once again. It's Friday, and maybe because of the opportunities in the markets on Fridays, that's why there is a saying called, thank God it's Friday. So hopefully we see great deals to execute and enjoy ourselves. We go on to activities in the capital markets regarding yesterday. Yesterday's trading activities. Okay, so I'll give you a quick one, then we will proceed quickly because we have very little time. The stock market continued on a negative note yesterday as investors lost 663 billion naira. Okay, that's for Wednesday, right? I beg your pardon, I have to go back to check reports for Thursday, which was yesterday. And if we do not find that report, then we'll proceed to other things. Of course, already we are loaded with so many things to do. and so we do not have the time to waste. Even the review is going to be very brief as prepared earlier. I think there was also a mix-up here. That's it. Local bourse ended the day with the benchmark NGX all-share index appreciating by 19 basis points to close at 142,979.46 points. Market capitalization increased also, closing at 90.76 trillion naira. Market breadth was positive at 1.36 times. This performance was driven by gains in PZ that made a 10% gain. Etana Oil made 9.94% and Champion Breweries 9.82%. Losses in RT Briscoe 9.89%, Thomas Wert 9.82%, and Sovereign Insurance 9.33%. Confirms the losers and gainers summary. Trading activity was robust on the day, with the volume of shares traded decreasing by 37% to 785.34 billion units of shares, while total value of shares traded declined by 1% to 29.39 billion naira. The most actively traded stocks by volume were UBA with 152.14 million shares traded, Wema Bank with 152.05 million shares traded, First Holdco 111.8 million shares traded, and then in terms of value, UBA led with 6.54 billion naira worth of shares traded, followed by First Holdco with 3.49 billion shares, and Stanbic IBTC trading 3.41 billion shares. That will do for the summary of trading activities as far as yesterday's trading is concerned. I'll go straight on to your comments right now, and we will see what we have for you. All right. Okay, I'm seeing comments here on YouTube saying no sound. Oh, really? Okay, let's see a few things that we can do to toggle that up. All right. YouTubers, please reply to me if you can hear any sounds so that we can proceed. It's looking like there is no sound for YouTube. That can easily be handled, hopefully. All right. Okay. Let's keep our comments coming in on all fronts. Dollar is really dropping. I've got like 900 US dollars. Should I sell? Well. Should you sell what, really? Okay, YouTubers, please confirm if you can hear the sound now. Should you sell what? Your dollar? Savion. Please don't be carried away with temporary currency fluctuations here and there. When the dollar loses value against the naira, what you hear is top news headlines, how naira is appreciating. The question I'll have to ask you is, they've publicized naira appreciation several times. When has it dropped below 1,400? It's always 2 naira, 5 naira, 10 naira maximum gains that the naira has. There's so much publicity, but when the naira depreciates against the dollar, you don't hear anything. Please do not panic and do not be carried away by news headlines. YouTube family, please confirm if you can hear the sound now. Okay. Gideon Okafor says still can't hear. I'll wait a while because transmission can be slow before you eventually get to hear the sound. So let me just hold on a while and see if the sound improves. All right, on YouTube. So stay on there. Please give me feedback as we proceed. Good afternoon, Coach. Thank you for all you do. Coach Babalola, thank you very much. No sound on YouTube. Okay, that's an old comment already, still being worked on. Assumpta Ndoka says, is Chams a good buy? Chams has always been a good buy with the prospects in that company. And as you can see, a lot is going on there to confirm that truly Chams is a good buy. Despite the fact earlier on, I saw that Chams had So much supply compared to bids, yet the price stays on in a positive territory. I'll go back now and check what the current status is so we can know the bid and offer situation with charms. Currently, I'm seeing charms from the 3 naira 59 kobo it closed yesterday. It's trading at 3 naira 80 kobo as we speak. Now, this is even more than the day when charms went on full bid and was trading at 3 naira 75. It's 380, yet you have much more offers in the market than bids. 18 million offers versus 11 million bids. So charms sellers are still not in a hurry, even if they have more stocks in the market at the moment for sale. Coach is wearing t-shirt today. Thank God it's Friday. Dr. T, absolutely. I just decided to advise myself. If you are in retirement, you don't need to continue to put on ties as though you are under bondage. I am enjoying my retirement, and I wish for as many as can also retire early to join me in that regard. Hello, Coach Mohammed from Kano State. What can you say about FTN Cocoa? Muhammad Saad, FTN Cocoa is not profitable. I can tell you that for free. Ladies and gentlemen, there is news of an acquisition by, guess who? Ella Lakes. I'll break this news to you right now. I don't know how that affects Ella Lakes stocks, but it could just be something that triggers another round of Ella Lakes climbing. You never know. But let me break the news to you right now. Ella Lakes PLC announces agreement to acquire Agro-Allied Resources and Processing Nigeria Limited. Ella Lakes, Nigeria's pioneer integrated agro-industrial company, in line with its strategy to deepen its operational footprint, scale efficiencies, and drive national food security, is pleased to announce that it has entered into an agreement for the acquisition of shareholding of Agro-Allied Resources and Processing Nigeria Limited, ARPN, from ARPN PTE Limited, Singapore. The acquisition or transaction is equally owned by Tolaram Africa. Okay, the acquisition follows shareholders' approval at its extraordinary general meeting held 25th July 2025 and represents a major milestone towards expanding the company's operational footprint. The transaction will involve the acquisition of 100% shareholding of ARPN. The acquired assets comprise 11,783 hectares of cultivated land, planting over 6,280 hectares of oil palm plantations and associated infrastructure, 2,093 hectares of cassava plantations, land, and an additional 10,393 hectares of uncultivated land. The plantation's age profile is well positioned for sustained productivity, with 60% of the oil palms over 4 years old, entering peak productivity, 30% between 2 and 4 years, and the remaining 10% under 2 years. This distribution underpins both current yield and future growth. Following the completion of the acquisition, Ella Lakes will consolidate ARPN's assets into its operations, delivering immediate scale and financial benefits, while unlocking significant long-term potential for crop diversification and vertical integration. Acquisition aligns perfectly with Ella Lakes' vertical integrated business model, which spans primary cultivation, midstream processing, and downstream market access. Transaction is subject to the receipt of the customary regulatory approvals, including approval from the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission. Closing is targeted for December 2025, subject to satisfaction of all conditions precedent. This information is actually signed by the MD, Ella Lakes, Chuka Modi. So that's one very interesting news regarding Ella Lakes that I have for you. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your questions coming in. Good afternoon, Coach. Please, has NIDF declared the October dividend? Lucky NWC, not yet. Do not be in too much of a hurry. We just got into October. The third quarter ended last month, just about 4 days ago. So they will need time from 2 weeks and upwards to actually tidy up the books and the records before proceeding to give information about what next can be done. So stay patient as we watch what happens in the coming weeks. Most of the third quarter results will be announced by that time. Okay? All right. Keep the comments coming in, ladies and gentlemen. The floor is open right now. Please go ahead and let's keep flying. All right. Hello, coach. Please, is RT Briscoe a goodbye for the 1 million challenge? Yes, I'm in already as far as RT Briscoe is concerned. Okay. Hello, coach. Can I sell my Access Bank shares to buy more of Aradel shares because I have Fidelity Bank, First Bank, UBA, Zenith, GTCO? Oh yes, you are overexposed with the banks, so please go ahead and sell. Hello, coach. How is the CBN taking control of fixed income market going to affect the market? Well, it has nothing to do with the capital market. It won't have any negative effect actually. So let's just stay calm. All of the measures and efforts being put in place by the CBN is to create more transparency. There's no need for panic. All right, keep your comments coming in. What's your take on RLX and CAN? No idea right now because I need to really make up my mind on what to do before we proceed. Good coach, is Poet a goodbye? What market? I guess foreign markets. Keep your questions coming in towards the end. I'll check the foreign market so we can concentrate on the Nigerian market for now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello coaches, Academy Press, and goodbye considering the incoming bonus. Well, it's been a long time we started buying Academy, so I don't think, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of attention going on with Ella Lakes right now. A whole lot is going on. The price is at 13 currently. Let's see how it goes from here. Current bid and offer status for Ella Lakes. I'm seeing the bids really pumping in, and Ella Lakes currently trading at 13. Coach, should I stop up Stanbic or Zenith Bank? Stanbic has been flying. Yesterday I cited at 115. Let's see if it closes at that price. Stanbic currently 109. They are actually very solid stocks. I don't know what is triggering this activity in Ella Lakes right now. But it looks like while I am reading this information, people are taking action. Suddenly we have 10 million Ella Lakes traded already. And the price has jumped from 12 naira 75 kobo where it was while I was still talking to now something around 13 naira 20 kobo. Can you see how fortunes can change overnight? I got this information head on. I think it's a very early information, and looks like I'm the first to get at it. It was actually uploaded today And while I am reading it, Ella Lakes is just continually jumping up. I saw Ella Lakes at 12 naira 75 kobo this morning. Suddenly now it's selling at 13 naira 20 kobo. A whole lot is going on in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, bargains are here. We know we are approaching end of the year, but guess what? We are still going to keep making money this year because that's what we are all about. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes on the ball. Don't get distracted. A whole lot is going on. If you have short-term funds you want to play with Ella Lakes right now, because I see this news eventually spreading towards the end of today, and that will mean a fantastic turnaround from that 12. In fact, yesterday it closed at 12 naira 25 kobo. So we're seeing it at 13.20 right now. It's likely Jais Bank drops today because the offer is higher than the demand. Coach, what's the best price to buy Jais? I'm hoping 4 naira to 4.20. Now at Joan Pell Studio is really strategizing so well. I can see a very reasonable approach to investing right now. Yesterday it closed at 4 naira 30 kobo, talking about Jais. Today is at 4 naira 35. There are actually more offers than bids, and yet it's gaining at the moment. 6.8 million offers, only 3.2 million bids for Jais. So maybe you stay patient and see if it drops, but at that 4 naira 30 kobo, that's a good price anytime so far from what we have seen, right? Hello coach, I want to open a Nigerian bank account for my daughter, but she does not have Nigerian passport. Winifred Udende, you actually can, and that's because we heard from J Ace yesterday how he was able to do it through UBA official. So I really think you can contact me with these questions. Let me be able to reach J Ace to give us the contact of whoever did it for his daughter. In fact, that particular discussion is going to be uploaded on my channels. So many people out there, especially Nigerians in diaspora, who desire to open accounts for their children, will be able to actually take advantage of that opportunity. So very well, and there goes Jais Bank down to 4 naira 28 kobo, right? Okay. Good afternoon, coach. Tip, still a good buy at 15 plus, or will it still come down? We really don't know if it will come down, but what we are sure of is it's top quality stock for the long term. So if you want to go in long term and you have a feeling it may come down towards November, December, just a month from now, what you can do is to avoid. Now look at what's happening with a stock, like 2 stocks that just did rights issue, right? We had Sterling Bank just finished a rights issue, 7 naira per share rights. While the rights was going on, it was at 7 naira 45 kobo, 7 naira 50 kobo. Sometimes it drops to 7 naira 20 or 30 kobo. But just after the rights issue, stock price on the floor of the stock exchange, boom, 7 naira 90 kobo, 8 naira. And today, as we speak, Sterling, this very minute, is at 8 naira 10 kobo. Fast forward to the just concluded rights issue by Champs. Rights issue price 1 naira 70 kobo. Market price was dilly-dallying around 3 naira 50 kobo, 3 naira 20 kobo. At some point it dropped to 3 naira. But guess what? Now that the Champs rights is over, boom, Champs 384. And it really hasn't moved because of the much supply that always comes from time to time whenever it tries to go up. When that supply is cleared, Champs will be difficult to find under 4 naira. Then we have this one you are now asking about, talking about TIP. They have their rights issue at 7. It's not even open yet. They just got approval. It's been dilly-dallying around 12 naira per share. But as we have heard they've gotten approval to carry on with that rights issue. Market price not playing, currently 1480 from the 12 something it was before. So we have a situation where even though there are 1.7 million offers versus 1.1 million bids, people are still willingly buying at 15. It has moved to 1523 as we speak right now. So these things are really unpredictable. But you know what? I have come to see this pattern most recently. Every time a rights issue, a public offer is done, price in the market begins to shoot up. As for TIP, it is justified because it actually rose all the way to 17 naira at some point during the market rally, 17 naira 74 kobo before it dipped to 12. That's enough headroom for anybody to really take position for a capital gain or whatever it is called. You know, so if you are going in for the long term, stay calm and buy at 15. But today is Friday. Sellers may be under pressure, and I feel do not bid at 15. Go in at 1480. Put a bid at 1480 or even 1470, 14 naira 70 kobo. Yesterday closed at 14 naira 60 kobo, right? You are not bidding below yesterday's price, though. You could also bid yesterday's price at yesterday's price and still get it today. Anything can happen. So if you are, it just depends how desperate you are to get it. If you are so desperate, then place a bid at 1480. Still don't buy at 15. Today is Friday. You have the advantage. All right. Okay. Buy sterling at 750, 750 kobo. Now at 8 something. Taye Olumide. Happy for you. Thank God we are making progress with every little step we take. Good afternoon, coach. What's the best price to jump into Ella Lakes? Are you still asking of price? Official Mabos. While I was yet reading, that's very vital information to you. Ella Lakes was at 1275. Before I could round off reading, it jumped to 13. As we speak now, it's at 13 naira 25 kobo. This is not the time to start bidding and asking questions. This is the time to just jump in there before it gets back to as high as, you know, Ella Lakes touched 19 naira. So if you are seeing it at 13, you better take some. Even if it's for short term, go in there, take your Ella Lakes, relax, and sip some beautiful, wonderful juice wherever you want to, at your balcony, the swimming pool, and just watch Ella Lakes jump because it's such a fantastic stock. I just got Ella Lakes at 1320. That's it. Now it's 13 Dr. T. That was a sharp one. Now it's 13 naira 25 kobo. Before the news will eventually spread across the entire breadth of the market, people will be willing to pay even 15 naira per share. So watch out, as Ella Lakes is most likely to close strong for the day. Okay, Malik said I just bought at 1320. You see, that's the beauty of the daily live stream. We are looking for opportunities. Every time we open, I tell you, we're looking for opportunities. Now an opportunity has just come and we are taking advantage, so that by the time we are done market closes today, from next week, Ella Lakes, by then the news would have spread throughout the weekend. Then those who desire to take long-term position, now that they have seen, oh, at least Ella Lakes now has something tangible and it's quite a huge asset. So it perfects every other plan they've been talking about. So instead of buying at 17, you're now buying at around 13, which is not bad. But those who had the heart to hold onto this stock since it was at 3 naira earlier this year, congratulations. Now you will have to leave that Ella Lakes for as long as possible, because you are not now going to wait to see when they plant one tree and it takes 3 years to grow anymore. You are now going to see real results from this acquisition. So a whole lot, vertical growth, like they said in that statement. So interesting days ahead as far as Ella Lakes is concerned. As we speak, 13 million Ella Lakes shares have been traded, 169 million committed in that regard. In 15 minutes time, we shall be opening the lines on TikTok to take your calls. So keep your comments coming in thick and fast. Sorry, Facebook family, all of the activities going on, I forgot, and now I'm still hearing no sound there. This is very frustrating, I can tell you this. I will try my best right now and see what happens. Okay? And this can actually be distracting. Good afternoon, Coach. What do you think about FCMB public offer? Is it advisable to subscribe to it? FCMB, do they have a public offer yet? And how much? Is it open? The last we heard was what you call sterling. So if there is an FCMB public offer, I may not know. Okay, YouTube family, please confirm if you can hear now. I'm trying my best to do all I can to see if it improves. So please just get back to me. Good afternoon, Coach. Is Fidelity Bank a good buy today? G Heights Limited. Let me check. Fidelity at around 20 and 21 will always be a good buy. But because it's Friday, I will say stay at 20. Let's see what the situation is with Fidelity right now. 2015, very good buy at this price. Okay, I am having the feeling that Fidelity is also experiencing oversupplies like Wema used to experience around February when it was selling at 9, 10, 11. And then after that supply got dried up, we saw what happened. Currently, Wema is at 17 Naira 80 Kobo. Congratulations to those who bought Wema at 17 yesterday. You just now have to relax and watch your money also grow. Coach, please talk about Okomo oil. Is it a good buy below 965 Charles Brain? Without even looking at it, I can tell you, yes, it's a very good buy. Okay, John Pell Studio says, my broker just sent me an FCMB offer today at 10 Naira. It's a public offer. All right, I didn't get across to see that, but well, 10 Naira per share, not bad. Actually, my real opinion about FCMB is that no matter how, what the struggle they've been in growing their money is, at 10 Naira, that's fair. I think that's fair. That's fair because they're actually a bigger prospect compared to sterling, and sterling appropriately adjusted and made sure they got at 7. So FCMB at 10 is fair. They just need a serious change in approach to how they manage that bank, and you will see results. But if they don't, then they will keep dragging there. Why am I saying 10 is fair? They've been at 9 and 10 for so long, for God knows how long in fact. A lot of times they struggle to go above 10. They get to 11, they get pushed back to 10. And so I think that could also be a bargain. But whether or not they do things that will eventually improve the price after this public offer, we don't know. Let's also not lose sight of the fact that there's going to be a dilution once again. Okay? YouTube family, please confirm. I need to do a whole lot. No sound, we cannot hear, all right? I'll keep trying several things and we'll see how it goes. This should improve by all means, right? Okay. Coach, I have small GTCO I want to sell and consolidate position on Wema. What's your thoughts? Well, that's okay. Ask Henry. Please go ahead and do as you have stated. YouTube family, still testing the mic for you. Hopefully it gets better from here. I'm still waiting to hear from you. Wait a while to get your feedback as well. Let me know if the sound improves. There are so many things to try out. Unfortunately, it's a live stream, so we can't really. Emmanuel Dab says, what's your take on Netflix? For me, Netflix is overly saturated. Overly saturated. Thank you very much, Adjuan Pearl Studio, for that quick feedback so that I can be able to do other things. Okay, USCN on full bid. Well, it's long overdue. As far as I'm concerned, USCN should not be selling at that price. Maybe, just maybe, information has now filtered in that that stock, whatever it is, has been tidied up in terms of what they want to do with the what you call the takeover of or the acquisition of Chi Limited. The same reaction that is greeting LLX was what greeted the announcement that USCN was going to acquire Chi Limited. After that initial move to 100 and back, I think maybe things are changing now. Ladies and gentlemen, 18 million LLX traded now, 241 million naira spent. LLX has jumped to the highest price it can ever get to today, 13 naira 47 kobo, and there are 6.5 million bids right now for LLX. As we speak, bid and offer status is showing, ladies and gentlemen, only 1.3 million offers. So the offers for LLX is drying up, and that can only mean one thing: full offer is coming and the price will be climbing. Someone is supplying at 13 naira 45, but it's just 189,000 shares. It will be cleared up and we will watch LLX go on full bid today. Congratulations to everybody who bought LLX. By the way, Aradel also jumping suddenly 621 naira. We are making money this year. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to particularly congratulate those who bought LLX this morning, because you are fulfilling the purpose for this entire vision. Right here, market information dropped and you have taken action. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, it just keeps drying up. Much supplies are coming in the market with LLX, but so much at the same pace. It's been cleared up. So that's about it. A whole lot is happening. Aradel to the moon. Omo, I did with small funds. Well, Zini, whatever it is, you were able to pounce, and I'm really glad for you. USCN also on full bid. Interesting days ahead. You see why you need to just stay calm and stick to the plan, believe and trust the process, and it can only get better. Now, the set of monies coming in to buy LLX, most of them will be the long term. Why? There is now a strong conviction that LLX will live up to the hype. There is now a confirmation that yes, they can go ahead and continue to take whatever facility they need so they can offset this. This is like being in the prison one night and becoming a prime minister or a president the next morning. Why? They don't now need to continue to labor to grow it little by little. They just have assets to begin to manage. And from not having sufficient revenue or income, they are now going to be announcing something tangible with those assets that have been listed out there. Maybe I should do a video about LLX this weekend. I don't know where I will have the time, but ladies and gentlemen, Aradel continues to fly. It's gained 55 naira as we speak, 670 naira per share. Can you see why you will have to listen sometimes when we speak about these things? From dilly-dallying around 510 naira for so many months, Aradel touches 600 and now refuses to look back. Guess what? 3.3 million shares of Aradel traded, 2.1 billion naira spent. I've said it before and I repeat, if you think you have money, come to the stock market. This market will humble you. And this is a lesson to anybody who gets threatened or intimidated by someone who thinks they have money and they buy this SUV, they are that SUV, they are oppressing the people in the village. Whoever still thinks they can use money to oppress, and do all sorts of things. Listen, you are a local champion. You have no idea how poor you are if you think you can oppress people. And that brings me to that thought I had this morning, dropped in my spirit. If you are in this community and you are thinking, oh, I am so poor, how can I make it? Everybody is talking about 1 million challenge. This person is buying, some people will call and say, I have 1 million GT bank, blah, blah, blah. Now they have said, Ella Lakes is available, I can't buy. Please, you are the one I'm talking to right now. Rome was not built in a day. Men are life is in phases. Men are in sizes. You've got to live your size per time. Even when you don't have the money to go after these stocks the way you would love to, trust me, there is so much opportunities up there. Now, I will tell you what you are gaining, even if you think you are losing for not participating in what is going on right now. The pain of missing out because there is no cash, not because you didn't know, not because you don't know how to do it. The pain of missing out on opportunities because you don't have cash is actually a blessing in disguise, I will tell you. Unknowingly to you, that pain is actually infusing in you the discipline to properly utilize money when it finally comes. If you were such a frivolous spender, habitual waster, this pain you are feeling for not being a part of this will teach you to now carry money whenever it finally comes and make sure you put it in the market. That's a discipline you can't learn by reading theory. That's a discipline you can't learn in the four walls of the university. That's the kind of thing a community like this does for you. So, enjoy the pain. Next time when you see money, you will not mess with money if you have always done that and feel you can't help yourself. Now, this pain will help you. Okay? And if you think you don't have now, I'd like to tell you, your world has not begun now and will not end now. We all started very small. The first time I bought stocks, 4,000 naira, that was it. But you know what? Staying on and seeing this pain and seeing these opportunities, I can't tell you how we felt reading about people having 1 million shares, reading about how this person is collecting 22 billion naira as dividend. I don't know how to explain how it felt that time, but you know what? It built in us the discipline over money. And when you build that discipline, you become in control. Money doesn't move you again. Suddenly, if you used to steal money because you feel you don't have it, you will now understand there's no need to steal because you can make it. So I like to encourage everybody, opportunities will keep coming. Some of those who are capitalizing on this opportunity now actually missed some opportunities some other time. So I will not drag this too long because there are so many questions and comments going on there that I need to attend to. Coach, why is Jaiz Bank stagnant? David Afon, not all stocks will continue to climb every day at the same time. They will have their own time. And sometimes Jaiz stagnating now is a good thing. Eventually it will rise. Why has Aradel suddenly dropped to 625? Somebody just made one sale and made sure they try to create fear to drag the price down. Can you imagine? One stock, one unit. Somebody just put 625 naira there and sold 1 unit of Aradel at 625. The same Aradel we saw jumping to 675 naira per share. Well, we are watching the drama and we are enjoying every bit of it. Can you say something about Vitafoam? Muhammad Sahad. Well, Vitafoam, as we speak, is at 79.10. Not much information to share for now. We've also milked Vitafoam to an extent from 25 naira when nobody saw that there was a resurrection. By this time last year, Vitafoam was in trouble, serious problems. and everybody was scared and the price kept dipping. But when the third quarter result was published around end of October last year, I saw the light and started sharing. Watch it, this company has turned the corner. That's what I'm waiting for now. As the third quarter results begins to get released from later on this month, that's what we'll be enjoying. We'll look for those companies that have turned around but have been neglected, and then we'll start taking position quietly in preparation for a fantastic flight from January upwards. In fact, from February, because that's when the results will be all out for all to see. It happened with MTN. Most of you were here. Now you can understand why 1 year is no longer a long time. And that's how 5 years is not a long time. Most of you still think it was yesterday you joined, but it's already 1 year. And you can see from 117 Naira MTN to 400 and something, how many times the previous price? That's what we're talking about. Today we will see again. All right? I said it. That was a fake transaction that took place when Aradel was sold at 625. Now it's back to 670. Ladies and gentlemen, even Seplat is not sleeping. Seplat is currently gaining 520 Naira per share gain. Whether it will close at 5,900 is another story for another day. But for now, Seplat, 5,900 Naira per share. Interesting take there. Coach, do I still qualify to take the rights issue from a stock I sold after the qualification date? If you sold after the qualification date, you are qualified to take the rights. Collins, that's the response. Coach, Tesla stock, please. Tesla announced their results yesterday and it looked great, particularly considering that they were actually selling lower than expected volume of cars. But this time, the results showed that there was an increase in the sale of Tesla vehicles in the period under review. And for that reason, the stock price went up. There are prospects that it will keep going up. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, Ella Lakes, boom, full bid. 8 million shares bidded for, 0 offers. 24.5 million shares traded, 318 million Naira spent. And there goes Ella Lakes for another round of full bid exercise, hopefully from next month. In fact, beginning from today, we'll see how that goes. Looks like most other sleeping stocks are now waking up. Wando is also trying to inch some gains. Suddenly, Friday is not looking like it's a fantastic bargain day. But then, thanks to what we were able to discover on time, right on time, I should think we are amongst the first people to get that Ella Lakes memo. And here we go. Full bid, maximum gain for the day secured. All right. Keep your comments coming in. By the way, it's already time for the calls on TikTok. Coach, is Nestle a good grab? Well, let me check what is happening with Nestle. Suddenly, okay, Nestle is at 1,814. I don't know if there is still room for any serious growth with Nestle. I just don't know. I think you have to be careful and be sure what you want to do. If you are convinced that there are no better opportunities, unless you have a lot of other stocks that you are happy with. Hello, Coach. Ella Lakes or livestock for long term? Ha ha ha. Mizi E. Ella Lakes right now is the new darling of the market. Good day, Coach. Please, is Ikeja Hotel still a hold or sell? I think it depends on where you are. If you are looking at Ikeja Hotel that you bought under 15, then you can actually decide to sell. But that business is a very good business. Ikeja Hotel, very good business, and it can only continue to increase in value. That's my take. As far as Ikeja Hotel, is concerned. Okay. Okay, trying other things for YouTube, but then the lines are now open. Maobi, if you are there, please come in. Any other of is Benita in there also? Yes, I can see her. Please call in and let's take you up. We have our first caller already, OYK.
Hello.
Oh, good afternoon.
Yeah, coach. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing, sir?
Very well, thank you. Please tell us your name and where you are
All
streaming
right.
from.
Yeah, my name is Shinka.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't
my
get your
name is
name.
Shinka from Doha, in Qatar. So, YK Yinka from Qatar.
Okay, Yinka, thank you very much. Yinka, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, please. I actually have two questions. The first one is I think about 4 or 5 months ago, you spoke about I think Chance Aradel. So I bought Aradel and then Fidelity that day. So, but when I check my portfolio today, I saw Fidelity minus 2 point something. So then I checked that Aradel, I saw 12 point something. So does it mean that I'm gaining on Aradel and I'm losing on Fidelity? I just want to ask. That's the first question.
What? Sorry, hold on. What platform are you using?
Atlas. You told me to use Atlas. You sent it to me on Instagram.
You bought, can you repeat your question very well? I want to pay attention now. You bought what
Yes,
stock? What?
I bought Fidelity. So today
Mhm.
when I check, I was seeing minus 2 points, maybe minus 2.5. I'm trying to log into my laptop now. Then I bought Aradel as well. I saw 12 point something, maybe gain on where they wrote gain and lost. That's where I saw it.
All right. Have you logged in and on your landing page? Let's begin from there.
I'm try- I'm trying to log in now. I'm trying to log in now. And then my
You need to be
second
sure
question is,
where you're viewing from,
I'm
okay?
okay, sir. And my second question is please, I just transferred 7 million naira to Nigeria now. So I will be needing that money in the next 1 month, like 30 days from now. So what do you think I can invest it on, please? Or what can I buy? Maybe stock or something. Although somebody told me about MMF in the bank. So I contacted, I think Stanbic today. So they told me this thing is about 19.6 or something. So, and that should be annually. So I wasn't interested in it. So I said, okay, let me join the live and ask you for your opinion, sir. I just
Okay,
transfer it.
no gambling with short-term funds in the stock market. It's highly risky to do that. 1 month interval could make or mar you. It's
Okay.
either you need it in a short-term MMF, money market fund,
Yeah.
or treasury bills that is 30 days, but you're not going to get too much in terms of returns within a month. So when they tell you 10, 15% or 20%, that's annualized. You will now
Yeah.
divide that by 12, whatever the figure is by 12, and then you
Yeah.
get for the 1 month. If you are unsatisfied, I think the best thing to
Yes,
do
I
is to
was.
put it in a high yield savings account for the 30 days. Either you do piggy vest and all those other ones, or you put it, if you have standing IBTC, you just leave it there in a savings account. It will accrue some returns instead of lying fallow elsewhere. All right, Kaka is already suggesting lock it with piggy vest or fair money sharp. I think that's the best thing to do because you know the money is there waiting for you to use, and there's no apprehension and high blood pressure regarding what the returns could be. So use PiggyVest.
So how can
Vivian,
I
your
for
money
PiggyVest?
says
Sir, for PiggyVest, I need to install their app, or how can I reach out to them, sir?
yes, you've got to install their app. Just go on Play Store or iOS, download PiggyVest, install, then register. It's more like opening a bank account or a trading account. Once you register, then once you are verified, you transfer the money there. It starts reading. That's the
Oh,
simplest
okay.
thing. Yes, sir. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
I'm on my landing page
So,
now for the stuff.
aha. So let me take you through what to do. On that landing page, you will see where they
Okay.
wrote my reports towards the right.
My report. Towards the right or the left?
Right, my report. Not top right though, towards the middle, but right. Mid right.
Mid right. Voila, I can see this. Okay, yeah, my report. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I've seen it,
Click
sir.
on my reports.
Yes, I've done that.
You will see a dialog box where they wrote report, statement of account.
Yes, statement of account. Yes, I can see
Click
that.
the tiny arrow beside statement of account.
Yes, I've done that, sir.
A drop-down menu will pop. Then you scroll down to portfolio valuation summary.
Okay, nice. I've done that.
When you do that, click run. You'll see run on the left, run button
Yes,
on the right.
I just found it now.
Have you ever gone through this route before to assess
At all,
your portfolio?
I've never done this.
All
I
right.
just bought those things about 5 months ago and I left it.
This is the exact way to evaluate. You have
Oh,
every bit of detail, quantity of stocks, name of the stock, total cost, current market price, market valuation, selling charge, realizable value, break-even price, percentage of portfolio, gain or loss in naira terms, gain or loss in percentage. That's it. I don't think you should have the problem you were talking about. Check through those
yeah.
stocks. Do you still see that problem there?
Okay, sir. Yeah, it's okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Next caller. Thank you very much, Maobi and Benita. It will be good to have you in the house. So please say your greetings and let's enjoy this conversation today. The market is suddenly bubbling and we will enjoy as much as possible. Hello, Maobi. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hello, coach. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you, Benita, and all the world investors here today. Like you said, today is a Friday like no other. Little bit of a fire approach to this Friday, but we are all here to participate in the action.
Interesting. It's been fireworks across a few stocks, to the greatest surprise of many. Hello, good afternoon, Benita.
Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, Mr. Malvi. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me this afternoon.
We're glad to have you also. So we have two callers straight away. We'll go on to the calls, Charles Brain and Gerard. Let's go on with Charles. Please keep your environments quiet. Make sure you are speaking into your mouthpiece and not using a headset, because that also interferes with the sound. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Your name and where you're streaming from, sir?
My name is Charles. I'm currently in Ivory Coast.
Charles in Ivory Coast. It's good to
Yeah.
have you. Please go ahead.
I said yesterday, LR Lakes, because I was buying lots of stocks yesterday. So I wanted to buy LR Lakes, 1 million unit of LR Lakes yesterday. So I mistakenly bidded for 12. I wanted to bid for 12.28. I mistakenly bidded for 12.58 yesterday. Oh.
And you were angry.
I was very angry. I wasn't thinking of selling it immediately because I was very
God
angry.
forbid. God
So
forbid.
I'm very happy this morning. I opened my portfolio. I saw that something I bought for 12.58 yesterday that was mistakenly bought for 12.58 have grown. So I think that's a good mistake I did there.
Wow. So if you're almost making a million naira overnight already. Awesome.
Yes, 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 yes,
Because from 12.58, it's now 13.47. Just 11
yes.
kobo difference, and you'll be
And
double.
I almost sold it yesterday. I was angry. I was like, I wanted to use to buy Aradel. So I just
God
decided to leave it.
forbid that sale. You are saved. Now, this would have been a more devastating blow. Thank
Yeah.
God you didn't overconsider it and sold, because it would have been crazy. At that point, you would have been wondering where could it be of village people.
Yes.
I'm
And
happy
I
for
want
you.
I also bought Jay's Bank for some time now, but I don't know what to do with it because it's just stagnant for like close to a week now.
A week? You haven't
It's
waited
not.
for a
It's like
stock for 1 year.
it's not like it's not giving. It's just adding it little by little. It will go up and go down, go up and go down. So I don't know. For like 4 days now, it's just like that.
Don't mistake the move that Ella Lakes has made for you to be the normal. That's why I craft my words very carefully. I used to say the stock market is not a get rich quick scheme,
Yes.
but sometimes it surprises us with quick gains. Don't mistake the stock market to always reward you as soon as you participate. We have sat on some stocks that we anticipated good things for more than 1 year before it
Yes.
started materializing. Just comfort yourself that you are now doing the right things that will make sure that 2, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, you won't struggle with money. And
Yes.
just go with that mindset. You will stop worrying unnecessarily in the market. Jai's Bank that just moved from 2 naira 45 kobo to 4 naira plus. No, relax. Give
Ella Lakes is down now to 12.25.
whatever it is, manipulation is going on there. Just relax.
Yes.
You know, when you big guns want to get into this thing, they know how to play around the stock and just depress it and do whatever they like. That's their own kettle of fish. I don't know where you are seeing Ella Lakes at 12. 12 what?
12.25.
Who is causing you all these problems? Ella Lakes is currently on full bid, 12 million bids, no offers. You can't get this kind of information in the market and Ella Lakes is dropping unless the people they call market makers are in the building, because they know how to
Um,
oversupply, to depress a stock price, to take position and then remove their supplies. We know all these games. If you have bought Ella Lakes, go to bed. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
I have one more question, Kush. Please don't be offended.
Okay.
I this Sterling public offer that they just concluded. So I bought the public offer for 7 naira, and so I gave them a mandate to debit my account because I bought like 1 million shares. But up till now, they have not debited it and have not created me the.
Don't
I don't
worry,
know if that's how
relax.
it works.
Don't worry, relax. Just make sure the money is there, because when they want to debit, the money has to be there. Never
Oh, okay.
mind. It takes some time to collate all these things and finally submit. You
Okay,
see, the
okay.
market is really is you are. It looks like you have a a thing for picking good stocks. Somehow, some way, you seem to be even benefiting fast, but don't get too used to it, so that you will not get disappointed where you shouldn't get disappointed.
Yes,
You
good.
bought LEP, I mean, you bought Sterling 7 naira, it's now 8 naira something in the market. You bought Ella Lakes yesterday, today you are waking up to something else. That's wonderful.
I bought an
Somehow, somewhere,
NIDF. I bought
your
lots of,
timing,
yes.
your timing has been great, but please, I am begging you in advance. When the market slows down, don't get frustrated. It's a long journey you are embarking on. There's no
So,
need to
coach,
get
I'm always investing into a long term. I'm investing for like 5 to 6 years. I'm not in a hurry right now.
it's all right. Thank you very much. so that
Thank
we
you
can
very
take
much.
more other calls. Congratulations,
Thank you, too.
Charles. Keep winning. Hello, Gerard. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, coach.
It's good to have you. Your name
Um,
and where you're streaming from? I've mentioned your name, though.
my name is Gerald, and I'm calling from Canada. Um, coach, I need your advice, and then put yourself in my shoes. What will you do?
Your
So there
shoes.
is
Let
a
me start
US
from
stock.
where I am, sir.
So there was a US stock I bought. Initially, when I bought that stock, I have no knowledge about how to invest in the stock market. So
Okay.
now I have gained uh, part knowledge from you. So I told myself, okay, I'm going to wait when when the stock goes back to profit, because I was losing almost 60% of my invested funds in most of those stocks. So, and their financials are not good. So I told myself, okay, when the stock gets back to any slightest profit, I will sell off so that it doesn't reverse back on me. Now, the stock has gained over 20% profit on my portfolio. And initially, when I bought that stock, it was for a long time because of the technology they are developing. The name of the stock is Plug. They are into hydrogen
More,
fuel.
more power. I know them.
Yes.
One of the
So they are
first
into
stocks.
hydrogen fuel, and I looked at the people who invested their money in it, BlackRock and, Vanguard and, a whole lot of capital ventures are into it. So that was what gave me that confidence to say, okay, I will go into long term on that stock. So now, if you are in my shoes, are you going to sell, or are you going to stick to stay in that stock? Because I still feel I want to hold it for long term, but they taking into consideration my knowledge from you, they are not making money. So I was like, okay, I think I don't have to get emotional about it. So I need your input on this, sir.
Okay, this is very simple because I already have an idea about plug. You know, the US market behaves somehow. Whenever there is a hype about a sector, some stocks just start jumping. Plug was amongst those stocks that jumped during the green energy hype or clean energy hype. I think that was 4 years ago. A lot of stocks jumped and Plug was amongst them. Now, Plug has been on my watch list since that time, and I saw the fall of Plug. Plug fell to $1 and under, actually. But, and that's coming from that hype all the way. In the last 5 years, it lost 80% of its value. This was a plug selling at $66 in January. But looking at long-term charts for these kind of stocks, talking about the US market now, after a huge hype comes a terrible collapse. And if it's a company that has an appeal of the market, like the backers or those who are invested in it, then there is no other direction that stock will face other than back up. I'm looking at it now. I've called up the 5-year chart. January 19th, 2021, $66.87. Then it went on a collapse that was zigzag, zigzag, intermittent until it flattened out at $1.84 in February. It continued until June, even May this year, 88 cents. Those are the places to buy plug. Where it is now is actually the place to buy plug as well, because plug will fly. With what I already know about plug power, in fact, this is a recommendation. Buy plug before it gets to $5 for those who haven't bought it. So what you bought, even if it's not profitable now, I have a good idea of the history of plug, and it can only start getting back up. That's my take. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. There's news about this same plug that they have launched their first 10 megawatt electrolyzer in a 100 megawatt project aimed at producing 15,000 tons of renewable hydrogen yearly, reducing greenhouse emissions. That's the kind of thing the white man wants to hear. Anything to reduce greenhouse emission, anything renewable hydrogen energy, wonderful. They embrace it before they start asking for profit. But this is now beyond the hype. The hype season has come and gone. If you take a look at the long-term chart of a stock like even Microsoft, you will see that there was that dot-com bubble that pushed it very high. Then immediately after the bubble busted, it crashed. It took, sometimes can take up to 10 years. In this case now, 5 years. After that crash, those who will survive are those who has these backers. And then it will start finding its way back up. Thank you for bringing this out. I already have plug, and I was saying the next time it drops to $1 again, I will announce it to our people so that people will take position. But guess what? It may just be over. That $1 price may just be over. So long-term position in plug at this point, very much in order. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. That's it, sir.
All right. Is somebody getting something in this live stream? I just feel for my YouTube family right now because there's no sound. But never mind, everything will be uploaded on YouTube after today's live stream. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, in this community, we are making money this year. I told you the year has not ended. Just yesterday, I was saying we're in the last quarter now. You finish the year strong, you take position, and you start the new year, automatically start the new year on a flying note. All right? Ajiboye is our next caller. Texas Chaos, I'm so sorry, never mind. It's a much easier thing to handle right now. I'm talking about the whole, just that the technical team is I'm just left all by myself. You see, these are the challenges we face when we come here. All in a bid to stay on and be here for you. So without the technical team, I'm just running. We are Nigerians, we don't give up, so never mind to be sorted. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Coach. My name is Tim Tokwe. Yes. My question.
From
Yes,
the
sir.
UK, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, just follow the protocol. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. The reason I called today is to know the entry price for Exod, sir.
Ooh. Have you been out of Exod until now? When I made that video, my entry price was $27. Anything around 27. I don't know what Exod. Should it be up to 30 now? Let's see. Exod. Okay. Exodus movement. Let me just see to have an idea whether you should just go all in almost immediately. Exod. I think I entered at 27, and then I was hoping, should it drop, I will pick some more below 27. Well, Exod closed yesterday at 30.86, gaining 9%. And in pre-market is showing 31.41, gaining 1%. Whether or not it will pull back, I don't know. It is 28 in October, on October 2nd, 28. And today is October 3rd. It's 30 and waiting for market open at 31.41. Okay, I think you can place a bid around 30, yesterday's price, 30.86 or 30.50. There will always be volatility, some level of volatility before it continues the upward trend.
All right, sir. Taken. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Gentlemen and ladies, I hope some of you bought Exod when that video was done. Next caller, we have herbs and supplements. The market can be a very interesting place to be, right?
Afternoon, coach.
Very good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell us your name and where you're streaming
This is
from.
Beatrice calling from Abuja.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
very
much.
much for all you do for us. We really appreciate. Thank you once again. I am so happy being a member of this group. And honestly, I have seen the gospel. And everyone that care to listen to me, I force them. It's not maybe an option. I force them. They must join. I monitor them, open it, and I monitor them, put the money inside. So my three questions now is that the first one, as the second or third caller was calling, I went into my account. I tried to open the report, and on my own percentage portfolio, I saw 100 down there. I don't know what it means. So that's my first question.
Sorry,
My
you
second
saw the
question,
down there.
yes, I saw percentage of portfolio. Percentage of portfolio. I saw
What,
100 down.
what were you looking at?
I don't know what it means.
Okay. Okay,
I
actually,
was
you're
looking
looking at
at the
your
report, my
portfolio
report.
summary. Your portfolio
Yes, my
valuation
report summary.
summary.
I was
I'll
okay.
explain.
All right, sir.
Percentage of portfolio, the number of stocks you have, each
Okay.
occupy a certain percentage of the entire portfolio. So that
Okay.
100 you are seeing at the bottom is the entire percentage of the portfolio. 100% of the portfolio is made up of all of those stocks. Now,
Oh,
directly on top of the 100, you will see certain figures
yes.
for
I
each
saw some
stock.
0.14, some 7.17, some
Okay, let me ask you a question.
45.77.
Let me ask you a
Okay.
question. Which one is the highest number you are seeing there?
Uh, 45.7. That's
45.7.
Fidelity Bank.
So what that thing is telling you is that your entire portfolio is made up of 45% of your entire portfolio is made up of Fidelity Bank.
Oh, okay,
So if
okay.
you
I
add
think I
up the
get.
other percentage of the remaining stocks, you arrive at
Uh,
100% because percentage is 100. That's the
oh,
metrics.
okay, okay,
Is
sir.
that
Then
clear?
my second,
Thank you very much.
my second question: if you have 1 million naira now, which of these stocks would you put it into? NIDF, Charms, QTIC.
1 million straight to
Yeah.
champs right now.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Then my third question, sir. I'm sorry. I have this problem. All my corporate accounts does not have
Excuse me, ma'am.
ATM card.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
You don't have problem.
Okay.
We are wealth builders. You have
All
a
right,
challenge.
sir.
And every challenge must be
Okay.
surmounted. So it's not a problem. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much. So I'm now considering opening a corporate account against from January 1, because every time I want to transfer into this individual Atlas account, I have to first of all move from my corporate account, move it into a personal account, then I will now put it in Atlas. And from January, you know what it means. So I'm just trying to feel that should I now open a corporate account with Atlas and start investing directly into corporate? Because what I've done is that every sales I make, I put 50% directly. I buy most of my ingredients in bulk. So every sales I make, I move 50% immediately as it's entering into that investment account. So I have to first of all move it from customers pay into the corporate account. Then I'll move it from corporate account into my personal account before I can send it to Atlas. I can't move directly from my corporate account into Atlas. So what the question I'm asking, would you advise me now to open a corporate account with Atlas on the Atlas for investment?
I will advise based on the following. Just give me a quick answer.
Okay, sir.
Who are the directors of the company?
I am the main director. I have done board resolution. I'm the only signatory to that account. It's a limited company.
All right. I've gotten everything I want. Proceed accordingly without delay. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate.
Thank God.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you, ma. All right. Which of the charms? Charms at 382 Century Blog. Yes. And I was going to give a reason why. Not because Qtix is bad, not because NIDF is bad. Simply because charms is about to get out of hand, whether we agree or not. I've been here screaming on the top of my voice for several months now. Charms has remained the only stock that did not rally all through the entire stock market rallies in 2025. Yes, it was around 2 naira something for long. But what is 2 naira and 3 naira that are still being at up till this moment with all the value they are creating? So Charms is going to be one of the record breakers for 2026. You heard it here first. That's why I would rather go for Charms with that 1 million for now, because I can come back later with fresh funds and still take position in Qtix before Qtix will disappear, or NIDF that has always moved between 111 and 113 naira per share. That's the reason, not because the other two are bad, but for strategic reasons, I would position in Charms first, so that wherever Charms flies to, I would have no regret for missing out when I could have really put in $1 million. I hope it's clear and everybody understands right now. Please, I bought Fidelity Bank shares entering the bank from the bank office at 9, I think that was 9.50 or so, 9.45 per share. I think, Habib, you've got to open a stock brokerage account now and instruct your stockbroker to dematerialize your public offer stocks so it can appear in your portfolio. Please, coach, I want to open Atlas account. Okita Samuel. Temidayo, you want to open it? Anybody who wants to open Atlas account, just follow me on Instagram, send me a DM requesting for the link. I'll forward to you in order not to go and do the wrong thing and fall into wrong hands. In any case, you can also track their website and search for the account opening link. Best enterprise for Charms, JK. Well, as we speak now, we will have to go and check and reconfirm what the best enterprise for Charms should be. By the way, I saw a block transaction of 500,000 LLX done at once, and yet the bids continue to mount up. Remember, when I started running the commentary on LLX today, it was at 4 million bids versus 4 million offers. And then the bids got to 5 million. As we speak now, the bids for Charms is 14 million versus 0 offers. On to Charms. What's happening with Charms? It was at the same price with Ella. In fact, Ella Lakes was at 3, Charms was at 285 or something. Today, Ella Lake is 13, and Charms is still at 3. No. Even if they are not in the same sector, something has got to, the truth has to come out regarding charms. And very soon we will find out when it emerges in the form of a price appreciation, significant one. So, on to charms. What's the latest price? Currently 3 naira 85 kobo per share. We are just waiting for the supplier to be done. Now, the bids are still less than the offers. 17 million offers for charms versus only 11 million bids. That's we're talking about 6 million more offers than bids. Yet, charms is refusing to sell below yesterday's price, still gaining. That tells you how serious it is in sustaining its upward movement. Coach, what do you think of Custodian? Williams, Custodian has actually been milked dry. I will say it repeatedly over and over again. Custodian has been milked seriously, and if you see at 41, well, and it refuses to actually go below 40. That's another problem. Even though I personally think it's overpriced, not really overpriced, but it's really gone too far. But if you are still interested, since it got as high as 48 at some point, and now is around 41 and 40, you may want to take position there. But this stock has really done a whole lot as far as price movement is concerned, because we were seeing this Custodian at 19. Remember, every beginning of a new year, I do my stock prediction. Custodian was on my list. I think it was at 16 or 17 at the beginning of this year when I did that list. I will revisit that list and do a video of how those stocks performed at the end of the year to see how well the prediction went. Every new year, I come up with new predictions. That's the way we've been running here. So because I have seen it move from do 100%, it gets even difficult for me to still keep talking about buying it. But never mind, if you are going in for the long term, you are buying a very good company, because Custodian is actually the best listed insurance company by performance and otherwise. That's why it can be even more expensive than most banks. Never mind that the financial sector is dominated by bank stocks, but Custodian insurance is up there and doing excellently well. Sir, is Zenith Bank a good buy with 500,000 naira? On us, be for real. Zenith Bank, as long as you are buying below 70, still looks good, even though it should be costing more than 70 naira per share. Currently 69.35, not bad to get a long-term entry as far as Zenith is concerned. Hello, coach. Is PZ still going to sell out their Nigerian stake even after posting good profit this year? Obona Isidore. We really don't know what becomes of PZ in terms of, because the shareholders are also not happy with the treatment that they are sensing. So they are going to slug it out, really. They will rather continue to frustrate that delisting until the stock price rises up to something much more reasonable. And so we could just be seeing that play out, especially now that they've delayed until the result is now out. Now the market will swing into action and keep pricing the stock higher. PZ, in spite of that 50-50 situation, if you ever bought in, congratulations. Yesterday we saw it fly to 37 naira 95 kobo. Today still in full bid at 41.70 kobo per share. Charms continues to sell, now 3 naira 85 kobo. Access Bank has tried to rise up a bit, currently 26, but that will depend on how long they stay at that price. Please talk about UPDC REIT. Okay, that's another one that I have taken position in. In fact, my 1 million share challenge, it's one of my candidates, and I am fully in it as we speak. UPDC REIT is at 7 naira 15 kobo, slightly up from yesterday's 7 naira closing price. So we watch to see. It looks like there's some bit of life in the NGX. Okay, before I forget that I should be taking your calls, let's go on. Next set of callers, Susan Odetola and Niger Celebrity. Then afterwards, we'll talk to Kingsley. Can't see the full name, the surname yet. Please, how much can I bid for charms today? Let's see. I just reported charms at 285. It's now 282. Ladies and gentlemen, Owando seems to be on the rise too. Currently 47, up 85 kobo as we speak. You can put in your bid for charms at around 381. 381 is fair. It could be sold to you at that price. We're still trying to connect with Susan. And while we're doing that to maximize the time, I'll still be taking some of your comments. If you are not following me, you are losing money. Not my fault and not my making, but naturally, so many have made money for themselves while we are doing this. What's your view on Transpower? Transpower will continue to remain where it is if they don't pay reasonable dividend. That's the truth. So most of the inaction of the price for Transpower is a result of the fact that they are refusing to perform. Good afternoon, coach. What is best insurance stock? Only, I've just said, if you are going by ranking, best insurance stock, custodian, then name, then Mansard, and so on. So we'll go on to the next caller. I think we couldn't connect with the last person, Kingsley. Let's see if we can connect with Kingsley. Looks like a whole lot of buyers of charms are happy to just buy at 385 and disappear from the scene because they can't wait, even though the bids are less than the offers. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, coach. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And you?
I'm okay, coach. I'm okay.
Please tell us your name, where you're streaming from.
My name is Kingsley. I'm calling from UK. I always call. First and foremost, I want to thank you, coach, for the wonderful work you're doing. Nairobi too have been so wonderful in the Discord, and Benita too. I really want to appreciate you all. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. God bless you too. Please go ahead.
Coach, please, I just want to inquire your professional advice. In my portfolio, since I think I've joined you like since 3-4 months ago, I have 12 different stocks in my portfolio. Okay, so but in all the stocks I have, none is up to 1 million shares. So I'm kind of confused. I'm thinking, should I just narrow down as in sell off and just pick like 2 stocks and make it 1 million shares, or should I just continue topping up on the ones I have? So the decision has just been battling me. I don't know what to do. So I said, let me seek your professional advice and experience.
Okay, let's break it down.
Okay.
The stocks that you have, hold on, I'm coming.
Okay.
The stocks that you have, you decided to buy based on a specific conviction that you should have those stocks. Perhaps you made up your mind after you heard about it and the prospects in them, right?
Yes.
Do not suddenly cut that short.
Okay.
If you are thinking of 1 million shares challenge, when we launched that particular vision, we stated, just as you are saying, you do not have any stock now that is 1 million share, 1 million in quantity. Yeah. You should start now. But it doesn't mean that you should sell already what you have, because you have kickstarted a plan with all what you have already bought. The 1 million shares challenge is not meant to disrupt that. Your journey has already started. If you sell off everything, you are almost wasting the time that you spent buying them,
Okay.
because it will be like you are now starting afresh. All the profits they are supposed to give you in the next 2 years will disappear because you are now starting afresh from now. So leave them alone. Decide on one stock that you want to use for your 1 million share challenge. If that stock you decide on is amongst the ones you already have, focus on piling in until you build your 1 million shares. There is no limit, time limit, no tenor on when you should finish. That's why you can take your time now to decide and pursue accordingly. But by all means, keep your money flying.
Yeah, thank you, coach, for that advice. Because when I go through my stocks, I'm even confused. All of them, I don't even know the one to let go. That's just the truth. I'll just go through them. I'm confused. But okay, why I actually called is because I heard you telling someone in your live stream about selling his GT Co shares to top up to buy up charms. So I don't want to really miss out in that chance. You've been talking a lot about it, and you said by next day. So I really want to make it up to 1 million. But like you said, so I was just thinking if I should let go my GT Code, but I was like, okay, let me just keep it and keep topping up, like you said. So that's just what I wanted to confirm.
All right.
All right, thank you. Really appreciate it. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take some more comments, then we proceed. What price should I bid Aradel now at Maobi? Okay, Maobi, you respond to that, right? Or if you haven't, we take another look at Aradel. You know, sometimes it's better to just take action on these things than wait until the price spikes. Currently, it's at 665 naira per share, 1.7 million bids versus 913,000 offers. There is a bid at 650. I think maybe you should put in a bid at 650 because you never know. There will be panic once the 2 o'clock mark hits us. Panic of, I don't want to miss out. I don't want to wait till Monday when more stock prices will continue to go higher. Or panic of, I don't want to go this weekend without money. So if you put in a bid at 645, you will be queuing behind just 18,000 bidders or bids. But if you put in at 650, you're almost going to be the next to be sold to, though the price is 665. So make up your mind. JK is asking entry price for QTix. QTix yesterday closed at 3.40 kobo, now is at 348. 8 million bids versus 1.8 million offers. QTix is also looking like it wants to jump again, but we wait and watch to see what happens. I think best bid price right now should be around 3 naira 46 because that's what it's selling for right now. And there are about 297,000 shares at that price. So if you are bidding 346, you'll be queuing behind those number of shares. The lowest offer in the market is 3 naira 48, just 2 kobo difference. And if it's something you can actually close your eyes to do, you close your eyes to do because there are 8 million bids versus 1.8 million offers. So panic will set in and bidders start scrambling for this stock before it gets to 3 naira 50 kobo. All right, coach, between Presco and Dangsmen, which one has better upside? No one can really tell, but obviously it has to be Dangsem. Dangote Cement has stagnated for a while, the same way Aradel has been stagnating around 500, but Aradel has suddenly pumped up to 600 plus. And Dangote Cement also has done share buyback that it eventually cancelled the shares completely from existence, meaning their shares outstanding has automatically reduced by reason of that action. What that translates to is better per share metrics that will surely see to them paying more in terms of dividend payout. So I'd go for Dansem between Presco and Dansem because of upside potentials. Coach, can we sell Honeywell to buy LLX? Beauty Finds Shop. Actually, we have all waited in Honeywell long enough to diss it and move to something with greater prospects. So you can. Just that I don't like buying stocks when it goes on full bid. Most of you, even myself, while talking here, bought that Ella Lakes at 13. Never mind the fact someone I'm mentoring was actually made to buy at 12. So it's up to you right now. You've waited long enough. Whatever it is that comes after you sell, never mind, you're in good profit, so you can proceed. I wish that if you do buy Ella Lakes, it won't be too high by the time you are entering. Coach, please, the name of that American stock you said, I mean the plug. It's plug, just plug, PLUG, plug power, ticker symbol PLUG. MMF takes 3 months for maturity, okay. Good day, coach. Kindly advise on any Kobo stock that is either 1 naira or less where I can buy 1 million in for the challenge. I have just 1 million naira at the moment. You don't have to complete it immediately, and it doesn't have to be because it is less than 1 naira. I'd like to advise that you take your time and buy a good stock, no matter how low it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you bought Wema Bank yesterday at 17, Wema has under the radar flown to 18 naira 70 kobo. As we speak this very moment, guess what? 16.7 million shares bidded for versus 2 million shares on offer. Congratulations. Did you buy Wema Bank yesterday? I mentioned it even in the group that if you missed Fidelity when it dropped to 17, do not miss Wema Bank. And some people responded, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I hope you bought Wema at 17 because as we speak now, the table has turned from being on almost full offer, 16.7 million bids for Wema, 2.2 million on offer. Price has jumped from yesterday's closing price of 17 naira 30 kobo to 18 naira 70 kobo. Anyone who bought 1 million shares of Wema Bank at 17.30, the closing price of yesterday, never mind the fact it dropped as low as 17. You have made more than 1 million because it's now 18 naira 70 kobo. 1.4 million naira profit in 24 hours. And you are telling me that you won't make money? You are telling me that if you follow me, you will not make money? No. If you are not following me, you are losing money. Guess what again? I go up there now and I'm seeing something strange going on. I watched and saw a transaction. Somebody went ahead and bought charms at 3 naira 90 something. Can you beat that? Suddenly, these same charms with more offers than bids continues to climb. 3 naira 92 kobo charms as we speak. We are making money this year. Ladies and gentlemen, it gets sweeter and sweeter. Joshua says, life is sweet with coach. Oh my God. Fidelity keeps playing around 20 to 21. Why? Tune tension. Never mind. Time will tell. Okay? Let's see if we have callers. All right, we have 2 callers standing by. Able God. Let's hear from you. And this is why we don't wait for history at times. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Coach. Good afternoon, Coach.
Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please.
Loud and clear, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Looks like your
Yes.
sound is.
Good afternoon, Coach. Thanks so much for yesterday.
What
Okay,
happened
let me
yesterday?
take off my
How many times for
Bluetooth
yesterday?
then. Sorry. Yeah. I spoke to you about my shares yesterday, and then you gave a good advice. So I did it, and I'm happy to say thank you very much.
Right.
The issue I'm having at hand now. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yes. Biodo is my name. From streaming from London. Yesterday, after I asked you about the nice price to put in for Aradel yesterday, you told me 610 will be fine if I can put in. So I put in 610 yesterday. But since yesterday that I put in, the stock still showing executing with a yellow sign, and it's getting me worried. I don't know what that means. Still this moment, and it's been over. I think it was around a few minutes past 12 yesterday, and it's been over 24 hours, and it's still showing executing. So I don't know what that means. I tried to send message a lot of time not to come up to ask this, but because it's got a lot of messages, that's why I have to come up to ask it directly.
Executing. What platform do you use?
Afro Invest or 2.0.
Well, I don't know how that system works. Executing means executing. It's trying to buy, but you are far behind because that's 610 now. Nobody's at 610. At this point, that your 610 is queuing up behind about 407,000 Aradel. Before they finish selling to those people, price must have reached 700 naira. That's the problem with using those systems because you can't really tell what is going on in the market. So it continues to keep you there at 610. Price is going up on a daily basis. If you want to buy Aradel now, bid 650. That doesn't mean it may not drop. In fact, the last transaction was 645. So maybe you should put in a bid at 645, get it done and dusted and get out before it goes to 700 because that thing will just keep you there executing till December.
So another thing, down there it should cancel. So if I click on cancel, then I can rebuy again. Is that what you mean?
Cancel
down there showing cancel.
Cancel that thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for the good job.
Thank you very much. Okay, too great. Let's hear from too great. Sir, which one to ramp up on? GTCO, Fidelity, Wema, or Chams? Oh my God. I thought you asked this a question like this yesterday. That's from J Ace. You didn't buy enough Wema. Oh my God. Wema's climbed 18. It's not looking like it will turn back from 18. Maybe you should buy Chams. GTCO always has this thing about being expensive, even though it's worth the price. I'll just easily ramp up on Chams right now from what you are asking. Either Chams or still Wema. Because it's only 1 naira difference from yesterday to today, so there's still a lot headroom for it to recover from where it's coming from. Price has gone up near, it's better you cancel and rebid, I do that anyways. Beauty by Quinty, interesting. Coach, what platform would you advise I use in kickstarting my investment journey? Daniel FJD. Maomi, can you respond? What platform do you advise?
Yeah, of course, Coach. In terms of the platform you can use, the choice of the particular platform will rest on your table. I'm so sorry, I have my little one in the house today, and she's a handful. So the choice of the particular platform you can use will be on your table as the CEO of your portfolio. but we recommend that you go for a broker that will give you a couple of things that will keep you profitable in the market. And these things are: number one, live access to market data. You must have, heard one or two people complaining about putting a bid for Aradel, right? When Aradel is already going upwards and you are still stuck there at 610, that will limit your chance to buy. And we make sure that whenever you are buying higher because you didn't execute earlier. So having a broker that will give you that live, real-time transmission of data will be very beneficial to you. Also, you need a broker that will be very proactive to respond whenever you have issues. They can respond to you and also charge you reasonable commissions. We in Network Investors Club and myself personally, I recommend Atlas Portfolios because you get a combination of all these three benefits. And to do that, you can follow Coach on Instagram. His Instagram handle is at World Coach Omiete. Send him a DM, get the link, get yourself registered, and be sure that you're on the right path in your investment.
Thank you very much. Too great. Are you there? Good afternoon. Flamsy Igor is asking, Coach, is Uber a good buy? Absolutely, yes. Uber that I was chasing at 96 3 days ago, and they were dilly-dallying around it. I posted something about it on Instagram. I've eventually dropped to 95 yesterday. So it's a good buy. It's actually supposed to be costing above $100 per share right now. So you get in at this point, you are in a good long-term position to see upward movement. So Uber at 95, 96 is a good buy. Okay, I'm trying to check what the closing price was yesterday for Uber. I'll give you feedbacks regarding that. Uber closed yesterday at 96.61. Today is 96.89 in pre-market before the market opens. So let's go on with our calls. Too Great is not responding. We'll let him go so we can speak to Peace of Mind. Can I buy Lyft instead of Uber Eats? Do your research very well before you take a decision on what to buy, Dr. Bill Rich. Let me see what the situation with Lyft is. Just be sure what you're doing and do not buy stocks on impulse. I haven't done any sort of research on Lyft at all. So I really can't tell exactly until I go through it. Yes? Coach, please, I'm here to get a feedback from Atlas. It's over 2 months. Can I get a WhatsApp contact? Please, to Taiwo Oluwole, someone please drop, Maui, please drop the WhatsApp contact of Atlas so Taiwo can contact them. What's your take on Geregu Power? Bookings. Geregu Power, no-go area. Overvalued, stock price, too high. Returns in terms of dividend per share, not encouraging. It's really been milked dry. You go in there, you get stock because it's also so illiquid. You can't easily sell because no one is really attracted at this point. We can't seem to connect to the next caller. A Peace of Mind couldn't connect. Let's see, JK. Now, JK says, Coach, talk about Wando. I've been stocking it up for a couple of months now. I've always had my eyes on Wando at a specific price for quick in and out trades. And if I take a good look at Wando right now, it's trying to gain some upward movement. 46 Naira 50 Kobo at the moment. It's actually within the range when one can enter and wait for it to climb to 50 and maybe touch 60. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Yes, Coach. My name is Joke. I'm streaming from Lagos, Nigeria.
Joke from Lagos. We are glad to have you. Please go ahead.
Yes, Coach. Um, the question I have, I think you already answered regarding the Wando. You said it's still like a good price because I've been stocking on it like for a couple of months now, and it's as if it's not, it just doesn't want to climb up. It's always at around 40
So, what's your average entry price?
there. 48.60 because I first bought it when it was at 68. I think that was like the first time that I started the old stock. That was like around April this month. So now I've been able to like average down to 48.60 my entry price.
You've really done a good job there. Usually, it's around my advisable entry price for quick turnaround trade is from when it hits 46. And we've seen it hit 46, go down to 44, 45, but it didn't waste time around 44. So there is a consolidation going on at 46. It will eventually bounce off again and climb to 50 and upwards. And then I also saw your comments about your successful purchase of Chance at 380. You are in profit already because Chance is at 392 as we speak. And then your comment about also buying QTix, right? How much was it you bought? QTix?
Yes. QTix was 3.48.
Okay, QTix is at 3.45 now. Let's hope to see that it gathers enough momentum. It's likely to close above 3.48 because we're having 7 million bids versus 1.3 million offers. So a chance to close higher than you bought as well. Nice move there.
Thank you, Coach. Coach, okay, about my portfolio. I think I'm too spread out because I have like a lot of banks. Yeah, I want to talk about my portfolio, like the shares I have on my portfolio. And I think I'm too spread out. I have like close to I think 5 banks. I have Access, Fidelity, Wema, GT, then Sterling Bank. So I don't know if I have to like remove one because I feel like it's too much. Then I still have Qt's, Charms, Dangote Sugar, Livestock, Wando, and VFD.
Maybe
And I'm trying to work on the 1 million shares challenge for my Qt's and my Charms.
Wow.
So for each, I have like just like 10,000 for minimum for each companies.
Mention the banks you have again.
Access, Fidelity, GTCO, Sterling, and Wema.
Don't sell your GTCO. And don't sell Sterling now. Give it a bit of time. I think you need to, don't rush it, give it time before you divest from the banks. Just give it some time, a little bit of time. Never mind, don't put yourself under pressure to that you must complete your 1 million shares challenge as well. Just stay a little bit more patient and keep putting in fresh funds from now. GTCO provides some level of balance that the others can't. So you must not sell that. And then wait to see how the others perform, especially regarding their third quarter results. Then sell the hype from 2 of them. I think the rest of them rank almost about the same.
Okay, Coach.
Just give it some time before you make up your mind and make a decision on which to flip. Okay?
Okay, Coach. Thank you,
Thank you
Coach.
very much. Okay, well done. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's already 2 p.m. I can't help myself. This is 6 guests waiting on the call, but the time is up. Like I always say, call early enough so we don't overload the calls towards the end. We need to still proceed to do other things. I need to still go on to share day trade ideas for the US market that will open in 30 minutes. I have a whole lot of catch up to do from when I log off here. This is how we come to the end of today's live stream. Friday has never been this exciting, and it's a wonderful experience to be with you here. Thank you so very much, everybody. My apologies if I'm not able to take your call today, and some of your comments that I might have skipped in error, it was not deliberate. Biggest apologies goes to the YouTube family. Never mind, we'll sort this out. My technical team will hear from me. In any case, Benita and Malby, please could you say your goodbyes as we round off today?
Yeah, sure, Coach. Thank you for today. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. And like you said, we weren't able to take all the calls today. For everybody who called in, who we couldn't, speak to live on air, you can just follow Coach on Instagram at World Coach Omiete. Send him a DM, join the Network Investors Club, and we can carry over all discussions over there throughout the weekend and bounce back stronger and more energetic by Monday. Thank you and do have a nice day.
Thank you, Benita.
Yeah, Coach, I want to say thank you very much also. I want to say thank you for your consistency, because I imagine that if you are not online today, a lot of people made money just because you were online today. Many people plug into Alex. The moment you mentioned it, everything changed in Alex. So I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for responding to this call. You said it's a divine call, and it's obvious that this is just purely divine. Thank you, Coach. God will bless you. And to Malby, I must say thank you. You have been a very, very valuable person in this community. I think it's time to say thank you to you also. The Lord will bless you in the name of Jesus. And to everybody, thank you for showing up. The Lord bless you too.
Thank you very much. Benita speaks like a pastor. Maybe she's a pastor in the making. Meanwhile, JK, your QTix has already taught 350 as predicted. Hopefully, it even goes higher from here before the market closes at 2:20 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fantastic session today. It's almost like we shouldn't go, but again, another weekend beckons. But with so many things to anticipate in the coming weeks, with the way stock prices are jumping, UAC and LLX, so many things, even Wema Bank recovering, wonderful. We have planted our seed. We see how they grow as we meet again on Monday. For those who missed out due to work or because you are located in US and China, please, Canada, never mind. The full video will be uploaded, including the YouTube family that missed out real time. Never mind, the video will be uploaded and you will enjoy all of what we have shared today. Thank you so very much. Until we meet again, for all the likes and your presence, you guys have simply been amazing. Let's keep making money this year, because we will have to finish strong in 2025 so that we take off to a flying start in 2026. Remember, when we find gold, we know how to hold. I've not forgotten. That has stayed with me because it dropped while I was with you here. Great inspirations every time we meet. We'll see you again Monday, 12 noon to 2 p.m. same time. Until then, it's bye for now. Enjoy your weekend.